Come on in, my friends. We are talking all things going live with and monetizing your expertise. So thank you so much for joining. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to set up my screen, get everything going. I appreciate you all being here. And so let me know, I'm trying to set up my screen over here as well. Let me know how you're doing. Make sure you put something in the chat to say you are here, you are ready to go. So I appreciate you all coming in. I'm going to set up my TikTok screen. You guys are going to see me go live there in real time as well. And then um, we will get connected. How are you, friend? How are you, friend? Hello, thank you for joining. As you know, I have the two screens going on. I go live on both platforms. And so thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get started in just a second. My moderator, Yes, Michelle Crochets, will be here shortly. And so feel free to put comments in. Let me know where you're from, and we'll get to chatting. And then, as you know, I am going to go live on the other platform as well, on TikTok. So thank you for joining. I'm here early. I normally come in at, thank you all who are coming on in. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you being here, friends. Continue to like the live and share out the live as well. And also comment, let me know where you're from. And if you have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I'm setting up my screen. I'm going to try to go live in just a minute for the other platform so we can connect over there as well. All right, friends, thank you all for joining. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for liking the live. And so, like I said, we're about to get started. And then let me know if you have any questions. This is my Go Live with Ease, with confidence. I try to make sure that I'm answering questions about the Go Live journey. I usually talk to both screens. So I'm going to try my best to be a little bit more diligent down here as much as I am up here, because I'm actually on two different platforms. I'll show you guys really quickly since I'm new, so you guys can see me on this platform as well. So with that, it takes me a minute to get the screens oriented, but I'm here, so I'm answering questions. And if my moderator is able to come this morning, her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. Please, please, please connect with her. She is my YouTube person. She's my coach. She's helping me get this page up and running and optimized. I got some homework to do, but I will say she is awesome. So she's keeping me focused on how to make sure I'm growing this channel the work I do with my TikTok page. And so feel free to connect with her. You can go to one of her videos, put a comment in, and say Dr. Lee sent you. If you go to my page and comment and subscribe as well. Hello, you know I'm doing my spiel early. How you doing, friend? I had somebody who came in, so I'm saying this my spiel. Hello. Is your hair real? It is crocheted. Yes, Michelle crochets. No, she didn't crochet it, but it is crocheted. Thank you so much, friend. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate you all joining the live. Feel free to comment. I was sharing earlier that my moderator, Yes, Michelle Crochet, she's in the room now, is here to answer any questions. She's my YouTube coach. If you have questions about getting your channel up and running, she is your person. I'm doing well, friend. Thank you so much. And so I go live. We got to make sure we get rid of the person who is being rude. Dr. Lisa. Michelle, you got rid of them too. Yeah, yeah. We on the highway now. I got it. We on the highway. You have to send those reminders every now and then that we are out here. And so thank you so much. Yes, there's another one, friend. There's another one. This 9 o'clock hour is really, really busy. People are up in the morning early doing the things. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so I'm going to go live here on TikTok and we're going to get started. Appreciate you all being here. Make sure you like the live and subscribe. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. I am here. We're going to talk all things going live and monetizing your expertise. I'm here early, my friends. And so this is my typical go live with ease. Oh, I'm sorry. I sent an invite by accident. I apologize, friend. The chat got to chatting. I appreciate you all coming in. I'm here a little early because I have an appointment. So I had to make sure I came on live just a little earlier so I can come and stick to my morning routine. And then I'll be back at 4. So I'll be back this evening at 4. And I also need to put a sticker up. I'm going to do that now since the room is just getting started. To say I am doing my sub only live tonight. So you all are welcome to join. Sub only live is happening tonight. Let's see if there's a sticker for my subs in particular. So thank you all for being here. We're gonna get started. So let me know. Let's see. I'm gonna change that. Will it let me change it? Um, Thank you so much for the daily heart me. I can't see the chat quite yet, so I'm writing my little sticker, but I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Let's see if it'll let me do more than that tonight. Today. Um, Thank you all who are coming in. I'm writing my sticker, so forgive me for not welcoming you quite yet because I got to put it up. But I appreciate you all being here. 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's see if it'll let me do that. PM. Let's see. Will it let me go back? Return. Okay. Hello. How you doing? Lettuce. How are you, friend? I sent you a message this morning. I was going to see if we could connect. I was writing my sub only live tonight. I didn't put Eastern, but you guys know it's Eastern. It's tonight, today, tonight. Hello, Nikki. How are you, friend? I see you all coming in. Norma, thank you for joining. I see your friend. I appreciate you. Hello, season school psych. I appreciate your friend. Good morning. How are you doing, Rooted? Hey, Jade. How are you? Go with Fab. Thank you so much. Help, 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 help. Okay, so I left you a message. So let's meet. Yeah, let's meet. So I gave you 2 times today. So go back and listen. Tell me which time. So I think I said 9:30 your time or 5:30 your time. 9:30 or 5 p.m. your time. So I did the conversion in my head. So hopefully that makes sense for my time zone. I did it based on your time zone. But I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. I'm here early because I have an appointment to go to. So I said I wasn't going to miss my morning live. I wasn't gonna miss my morning live. So yes, you said, oh my gosh. All right, friend, I got you. So check your IG. Your IG, I got a message for you. Yes, I left you a voice message and a type message. So I'm here for you. I did not forget about you. I was like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna send this message. Hello, Bountiful. How are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning, Dee. How's everybody this morning? Empowered her. How are you guys? You guys are up early. Y'all some early folks. I am not. This 9 o'clock, this is new for me. So I'm surprised to see all the faces, all the names rather. You guys are up. I was just kidding. I saw you early, so I thought I would hop on. Okay. Okay. All right. Doing good here. Hope you are too. I am. I am. You said I'm at, oh, yeah. Y'all said y'all I'm at work. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm at work too, y'all. Oh, that's funny. I said, y'all up early? Like, it's not the weekend. The time is a blur for me because I just get up and I go to bed and I come back up. So, and I'm usually, as you could tell, I'm here quite a bit. So, um, this is actually, so my appointment today is actually relating to the 9 to 5 because I have to do my exit because I'm leaving at the end of this month. So I'm in my last few days. So I'm trying to make sure I am getting things ready to go and I'm in that transition. So yes. So I'm feeling a little bit more lighter. Maybe I should say that. Good morning, Angela. How are you, friend? Good morning. So yeah, that's what it's all about. So making sure I'm making an intentional decision for me. I'm choosing me, choosing what I think I want to do, and we'll see. You said, "Woohoo! Yes." Thank you so much. How you doing, Luna? Good morning, bald-headed goddess. I appreciate you being here. Leaving to where? Leaving to here. Leaving to here. I'm coming here. This is what I'm doing. So this will be it. So I'm really trying to prioritize this life for myself, as opposed to the life that we all are groomed to do. No shade at all. It's just a matter of just how I'm trying to shift my thinking about what do I want to do. And so I'm just trying to make sure that I set things up. Obviously, it's not easy. It's kind of a scary decision, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? It's kind of freeing. So we'll see how it goes. Yes, love to hear it. Yes. Oh, because I was just about to get my, what was that? Just about to get my tissues out. No, no, I'm here. I'm going all in. You should come on my podcast to talk about the shift after 40. Yeah. Oh, look at you. Hmm. Scary is good. It is. It is. It is. I like that. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Because yeah, well, obviously it is a shift after 40. It is a shift after 40. And it is something where I still got a lot of years ahead of me. So now it's a matter, okay, what do you do with this time? How do you prioritize? How do you make sure that you're maximizing it? And then obviously anything entrepreneurship, you are taking a leap of faith, a leap of trust in yourself and your ability to make sure you're staying steadfast and focused on it. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, scary is good. It is good. It's a good emotion in that way. Do it scared. I say it all the time. Do it scared, and I am doing it scared. I'm living the truth, walking my truth, and walking my talk. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much, TikTok Taryn. Appreciate your friend. Hello, Elle. How are you? Good morning, friend. Good morning, Trisha. Thank you so much. I see you all. So yeah, so I have an appointment, so I had to come here early because I was like, I'm not gonna miss my time. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna connect with people. I'm gonna make sure that I add value because I talk about that. You want to add value, and then you also want to make sure you're supporting people who are in this space and trying to figure things out too. So that is what I'm doing. I need to get out of my own way. Yeah, and that's the thing I had to say to myself. And I don't, I try not to talk about it as much here because the reality is that's not everybody's reality. And sometimes to do this, you got to make sure that you are prepared for that risk. I think it's a calculated risk ultimately. Um, my husband, my partner is amazing. So in that way, I'm like, okay, here's what I need to be doing. And he was like, here's what you need to be doing. So, which is beautiful because I'm able to say, okay, I could do this, I could do this, and not have to stress about someone saying, well, no, you should be doing something else. And at the end of the day, that's part of it. And so I know that's not the case for everybody's situation. I know everyone, uh, is not able to say that. What I talk about is saying, okay, you can do this in a passive way if you need to, so that you can see how this can become a primary if you're really going all in, if you're really trying to see this as something you want to do and it's your calling. So I think everybody has a voice. I think everybody has a calling. You just have to, it's just a matter of just leaning into that. So that's what I've been doing. And, I'm almost at 6 months. June will make 6 months of doing this consistently. And then I see myself doing this full time. And what does the rest of the year look like? So I'm leaning into the YouTube stuff and I'm leaning into this space. I'm trying to make sure I'm optimizing some of my other platforms too. Still working on those other ones a little slower, but recognizing that those are other things I could be doing. So, and there's some other things I'm doing in terms of just making sure I'm able to support people even more. So that's the other part of this. Yes, support at home is important. It is absolutely important, especially depending on what your situation is too. We still have the little one, we have the adulting ones that are adulting-ish. And so it's interesting. So true. I need to step into my calling. Yeah, cause I can hear it. And I'm just scared. Yeah, yeah. And it was for me, it was like this ringing noise. Like you need to do something different. And I think, and I'm not gonna say I think, I know things happened over the last year in 2024 and even 2023 that positioned me to say, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And I was hearing that more and more. I talked about previously the friendship that ended, and because that friendship ended, it allowed me to now have the clarity and the space to say, oh, I should be doing something else. And that's how I leaned into TikTok. It's essentially, I was on Facebook scrolling at a time I normally don't scroll. And I was starting to get intrigued. You know how the algorithm will send you videos and messages? It's all the algorithm. So it would send you messages, and I was like, interesting, TikTok. Let me look over here. And so that's how this all happened. And because of that, now I was like, oh, well, wait a minute. What about this? And what about that? And then I've always wanted to do my own thing. And this became part of that. So, yes, 6 months. Wow, I was only 6 weeks into this. Exactly. That's going to be our conversation, Linus. Yes, it has not been long for you, friend. What we have to do is scary. We have to do, you have to lead with that scared emotion and like, what if this fails? And you're like, you know what? I can't let it fail. So glad to be here. Woke up when. How are you, friend? I know that was very important for me when I get your first live. My brother heard me talk, and oh wow, that's awesome. Good morning. Now is the time for your LLC, and now is the time I really really put energy behind it. That changed me. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes, sometimes keep saying I need a change and I have something to offer. And there we go. Failure is part of the process. That's true. That sometimes those failures, I tell people, that's a lesson learned too. And so you got to see what happens. My lesson learned is understanding this algorithm a little bit more, in the sense that I was working on my other page and revamping that to be my shop page, but I was doing a lot here. So I've seen how the algorithm's like, no, no, no. You got to stay true, or we're gonna put you in this other category, or we're just gonna be confused. And so for me, that was part of a lesson learned too. Not necessarily a failure. It's just something where now I know what I need to do to be a little bit more intentional and consistent with this page. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So we are gonna get going. Thank you all. Grand Rising. How you doing, Arthur, Selena? Appreciate your friend. Hopefully it doesn't buffer my internet and the whole switching from my tablet. That's why I'm on here to my from my phone doing the flop has been interesting. So we're gonna see how this works. I appreciate you all coming in. We're gonna make sure we tap the live, share the live out. If you have not already done so, you can share the live by pressing the center of the screen or my nose and share the live that way. I need to share my own live. So please share the live. And then how you doing, Nubian Queen? How are you, friend? Appreciate you all coming in. Like I said, I'm here early because I have to jump off for a meeting. And so I decided to come in early, so I just didn't miss my time slot. Um, and so I'll probably stay right to about 10:50-ish. So I'll probably get off around then. Thank you so much. I struggle with hooks and lives. Advice for a math tutor. Interesting. You struggle with hooks and lives. Hooks for your content, I'm assuming, lives for your topic and content as well. You know what? That's a great point. Let me use that for today's topic. Let me give my commercial first. There's a couple things that's going to happen any second now, Amy. So Amy, stay with me. Um, Let me get my commercial, because I always talk about the YT. I'm doing initials because the YT. I didn't put my content disclosure on, which is fine because I was moving quickly. How you doing, Nika? I see your friend. About to walk with my buddy and a hubby in a second. Awesome. Awesome. Morning walks. That is nice. Let's see. You said the EM from T says that they're not falling. There's no place for succeeding. Interesting. Okay. Good morning. They're not failing. Just no. So what? Say that again. I want to see that. That sounds like a great quote. Maybe I said that wrong. I didn't say his name on purpose, Angela, because again, I don't have the disclosure on. I just want to make sure I don't mess with the algorithm too much. Says that if you're not failing, there's no place to succeeding. I love that. I love that. That is good. Good. How you doing, Aunt Peace? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, friends. Good morning, my friends. Hello on YT. Really quickly, YT commercial. Make sure if you're here, like the live, share the live out, subscribe as well. And my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. Really quickly, you are trying to reach the parents first, the students, right? Yes. Let me get to you 1 second, Amy. Really quickly, you guys know I co-stream. I'm co-streaming on the YT, the tube. And so I'm doing that so that this can become a playlist. So if I say something here, you can go back and watch it. I also do it so you can go and subscribe to my channel. So it is the same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. If you go to my channel, and put a message in my note, my shorts or long form, whatever, I will get a notification and I will respond to it and I will go to your page, comment, like, and subscribe. So we're all growing, we're all winning. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. I adore her. She is my mod, but she's also my YT coach. So if you go over there, she's in the in the chat now. You can connect with her. She's a wealth of knowledge and information. She'll do a discovery conversation with you, get you a sense of what you need to do with your YT channel if you're interested in that, and then ultimately, you can work with her as well. So definitely connect with her. If you go to her page and comment and say Dr. Lisa sent you, she will in turn subscribe to your channel and do all the things too. So you get two people for one with building up your channel. You need 50 subscribers over there to start live streaming. And I do it, as you can tell, I just record this and I do it as a way to make sure I have content for that page, but also you guys can go back and watch it, as well as I'm slowly building up my subscribers. So I'm promoting this. So I'm doing all the things. I don't gatekeep. I tell you guys everything I do because I want you to be successful. And YT is awesome in the sense that it's a long game. You're not going to get in there and do wonderful things quickly. It is about building your page and your community. But your content is evergreen, meaning that people can go back and look at a video. It's really a search engine. So people can go back and look at that 10 years from now, come across your video, click a link in your bio, whatever you have in your description, and purchase your stuff. So just keep that in mind. There's a strategy there that you could be leveraging if you go over there. And a lot of my people in the room, I love my gentlemen, but I have a lot of ladies in the room. And that is a space where we are underrepresented. And so we want to get over there and start building our communities over there. So I just put that out there for all of you as a strategy. I don't want you all to miss out on that. And to me, that's the long game. So I'm here in this space and I told you 2024 is my year of transformation. I'm building up that page. I'm getting it going. I'm trying to optimize it. I'm trying to do the things to make sure that page is successful, as well as there's monetization metrics I'm trying to hit. So just think about that from a strategic perspective as well. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Taryn. So now TikTok is probably going to give us our flash goal in a second. Let me go ahead and get that going. It is the roses. We'll do that really quickly. I appreciate you all. It's the roses right now. Michelle, yes, Michelle, she's over here. She'll probably come over here onto the TikTok. You guys can connect with her here, but then make sure you go over to the YT and connect with her over there. I appreciate you all. I sent the invite by accident. Sorry, Dennis. I was not trying to invite you, friend. Dennis, I wasn't trying to invite you. You weren't supposed to accept it. Sorry. I appreciate it. I had to let you down, Dennis. Sorry about that, friend. I wasn't trying to invite, but I'm moving quickly because I know I don't have a lot of time. So I was going to get to Amy's question. Amy's question was really important. It was essentially asking how to come up with catchy hooks, how to make sure your live is being how to make sure she's also supporting her live. So Amy, couple questions just to make sure I am. Can I see Michelle? Michelle is in the room. Give me 1 second. Michelle said, good morning. I'm a pinner. There is Michelle. You can connect with her. Same name on the tube. Same name. So you can go over there. My name's the same. Her name's the same. Same exact name. So you can go over there and connect with her as well. Ready to learn. So Amy, really quickly, Amy, thank you for commenting back. Are you currently, hold on, let me read your bio. Math expert helping kids reaching goals, online tutoring. Okay, free trial. I missed your comment earlier. You said your audience is the parents, I'm assuming, because you want the parents to purchase the tutoring for their kids. I'm assuming that's what you said. I just wanted to make sure I had clarity on that. I didn't want to make sure, I didn't want to assume otherwise. Okay, just follow Michelle. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Thank you. I'll leave and find me. That's her home. The YT is her home. Thank you so much, friends. Hello. Okay, so here's what you want to do. A couple things you want to kind of keep in mind. You got to know your target audience, okay? Your target audience is the parents. You want to make sure you speak to the pain points of the parents, okay? Pain points of the parents, and there's a couple resources you can use. The pain points to the parents is that their kids are struggling in math. Their kids are not able to understand math skills, basic math skills. Their kids are having, maybe they need remedial help or support. They need to get extra support. So your content needs to speak to the pain points of the parents. You need to make sure you are always speaking to the parents. Okay, that's the first thing, because that's your audience. That's the frustrations of parents knowing your kid is not doing well in math, the frustrations of parents having to stay up late nights to help them with math, the time that they could use and get back their time back where they don't have to worry about that because they can leverage you, the things that are going to help them to prepare them for the next school year because you're about to hit the summer wave. Your content, your messages is speaking to the parents and their pain points. And obviously, you want to use that as a way to say, here's how you're going to benefit them. So I always say you want to add value and you want to lead them to your solution. So if you're leading them to your solution, so that's what this is when I talk about monetizing your expertise. If you're leading them to your solution, then you want to say, okay, here's how you doing, Trixie. Here's how I can support. Here's where you can get the relief that you need. Here's where you can find the support to help your child. Okay, so that's the link in your bio. That's them coming to your live session. Those are the things that you're doing in your content, saying, come to my live. You're early. Yes, I have appointments. I had to come early. And so everything you're talking about in your content is in that hook, in the thing that's catching them, is going to be about how you can support them. Okay, you're going to speak to the parents the whole time. Okay, so here's where you can kind of get some ideas in terms of different hooks and different things you need to do with your live. Well, let me say this: when you go live, how you doing, Bridget? Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. When you go live, what you say in your live matters as well. So you really do need to make sure you're saying the key words. A couple things, even before you're live, what you're searching matters. So what you are searching also matters. As you're searching for content, maybe you're looking at other math tutors' content. And so these people may have been people who have gone viral, people who have a lot of content out there, and then they have a lot of comments. The people in the comments ideally is the parents or hopefully the adults that the parents that are commenting to make sure that their kid is getting the support. So you can go on there and connect with those people. You can do that. You can say heart their message, maybe go to some of their pages and not necessarily solicit, but just, engage with their content as well, because they're going to come to your page and look at your content. So you want to do that engagement strategy probably 20 to 30 minutes before you go live, because again, your red circle is lit, it's illuminated red that you're live, but it also will bring people to your live too, because TikTok is saying, okay, the algorithm knows you're interested in math tutoring. You're talking to parents who are interested in math tutoring. You're doing that type of search and content. So for you, you probably need to be very niche specific in terms of what you're searching, what you're looking at, as well as making sure you're engaging with your audience. Okay, so those are the two things. So maybe you're engaging with parents that are posting about their kids and their struggles with tutoring and math and stuff like that. So again, the algorithm is sending you that type of content in your For You feed. Okay, so you want to be intentional about your strategy of what you search before you go live, and then go live, and then that's the topic you're saying. Okay, taking notes, keywords at the start. Live. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. So what you're saying in your live is the pain points, those keywords talking to your parents. Now, I'm not going to do it here because it's going to take too much time. I do have my Chat GPT guide in my stand store that walks you through different prompts that you can use. So ChatGPT is what I recommend that you use if you're really trying to figure out a couple things. If you're trying to figure out what's your topic, as you think of your topic, I'll verbally say the prompt. It's in the guide also, but Ask ChatGPT to brainstorm. Not write, just brainstorm. You're going to start with a brainstorming prompt. Brainstorming prompt, I feel like I'm doing too much shopping regular. You need two different pages. Yeah. But yeah, I do. I'm doing two things too. Yeah. Chat got it. God is my go. Yeah, chat is your go-to. Yes, yes. So you're gonna do a brainstorming prompt. So you're asking chat to help you brainstorm your niche, your topic, and the keywords to attract your target audience. Based on your target audience demographic, or you can say include my target audience demographic, psychographic, how they think, what they're interested in, what they're passionate about, and their pain points. So those three categories: demographics, psychographics, pain points. Then actually use chat aloud. Would you call out person for a hook? Would you call out person? What do you mean call out person for a hook? So let me finish my, and this is recorded, so you can go back and look at this on YouTube. So if I say something, you're like, what did she share in this prompt? Go to my YouTube channel and then look up this one. It'll be live. It'll be live tomorrow because tonight I make it in the middle of the night because it needs time to download. Like describe them to them. Well, in this prompt, you're going to ask chat. So let me finish my prompt. In this prompt, you're going to ask chat to actually tell you what's the demographics, psychographics, and pain points based on you being a math tutor. Math tutor, put some of your characteristics. Math tutor helping age groups, this age group to that age group. Math tutor supporting them with their summer support and tutoring support, helping them with these type of math topics and subjects. Put all that in there. Put all that in there because that little part about you, again, your target audience, oftentimes is a reflection of you. So if you're trying to talk to the parents and you know what it is to have struggles with math, you know what it is to be a parent that, you're supporting young people and helping them with their math, what's all the stuff, test scores and all this other stuff. And so you understand the dilemma. And so chat will come back. I usually ask chat to give me 5 examples of what that could look like. And so chat will come back and it will come back with some ideas on your demographics. It'll talk about your audience in a real way, demographic, psychographic, pain points. It'll give you the keywords. It'll finesse your topic. And then you could take that prompt and then ask chat for your live stream topic and the breakdown of your live stream. Okay. So all of that is available in ChatGPT if you work through that prompt correctly. And you can play around with it a little bit and see what you can do with it based on what you've used it for. But you want to be intentional about talking to that audience as you're engaging in your live. The other thing is you want to go live consistently. I think a lot of times, and this is my other thing for people, I started off by saying I've been doing this. June will be the start of my 6 months of doing this every single day. And when I say every day, I miss 3 days. Okay. I missed 3 days. I'm honest about it. I missed 3 days, but um, I'm more or less have good attendance, perfect, not almost perfect attendance. And so recognizing that that's important because first of all, you're showing up. Good morning, Kim. How are you, friend? You're showing up. Your audience is showing up. You're supporting people. You are being consistent, even when your room is not rooming. And my room is doing a different thing right now. The algorithm, again, I was focused on the shop stuff. I'm trying to get the algorithm to get back, and it takes a couple weeks. Takes a couple weeks when you mess it up too. Okay, so just recognizing it takes time. And I think sometimes we're thinking instant gratification. We're thinking, oh, this is going to, be how it's going to look for everybody when you got hundreds of people in your room and your chat is chatting and people are coming in. No, it takes time to get there. It takes time to build that and get the algorithm used to you commenting and coming in and sharing this information, and it'll push people out to who are looking for that information But then it also takes time if you end up doing other stuff. You're not searching right, or you're looking at other videos, and all that has an impact. You'll see, I said it earlier in a couple other lives where um, people who people who are very niche down and who they follow is a very small following, and what they're watching and engaging in is very focused and limited. That's intentional. It is intentional. I don't practice that, but it is intentional because they're now telling the algorithm in a very intentional way that this is all I want you to show me. This is all I'm looking for. This is all I'm going to engage in. This is what I'm doing. And because of that, that's all they see. Now, if you want other things you want to search and look at, then you have to have a different account for that. Thank you for taking the time so specifically. I appreciate you. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any other questions. I appreciate you all being here. Like I said, I'm here early because I have an appointment. So I'm going to have to leave right around probably close to about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes or so. But in the meantime, let's do this. So my people who are new to my room, put new, Amy, I think you're new, put new in the chat. And then I'm going to talk about engagement. I'm going to talk about, Amy, I don't see a blue box. And you have 1,500 followers, so that's good. But what I tell people is that you have to have your page optimized too. So if people with no bios, I usually name that something you want to do. I give you homework. I tell you go do your bio because it's important, because TikTok knows who you are and what you're all about. I also say when you come to a live session, especially, and I teach this because I know I teach about going live to talk to your audience, to monetize your expertise, to communicate with them. When you go live and you notice people who do not have that blue box, that tells you a little bit about that person in terms of coming on this app and understanding the live format. So, Amy, I'm going to tell you this because you don't have a blue box also. You probably do want to make sure you are optimizing, because you're going to say the next thing you're going to do is like, why aren't people communicating in my chat? Why aren't they sharing the live and doing the gifting and liking the live? Because they don't know how to. They don't know their role. So I teach that. Thank you so much, Kim. I teach that intentionally because you need to know how to conduct yourself in a live. So I tell you, when you come to someone's live, you are in a relationship. The relationship is that you're going to tap the screen. You're going to like the live. Right now it says 12.0K likes have been sent. You like it a live. Those likes matter to helping that live optimize. Look at you leveling up to level 19, friend. Yes. And so those likes matter. It helps the live in terms of pushing it out to other people. TikTok knows you're liking your experience. Thank you for your level of cake. I would paint your sticker, but I have my sticker up tonight. I'm doing my sub only live tonight. So that's my live that I'm only talking to my subscribers. Thank you so much, friend. Um, we didn't hit our goal. We're almost at, oh, we're about to lose it. Oh gosh, we lost it. Sorry. We didn't achieve it. I forgot to talk about it again. Oh gosh, I didn't get we didn't get the rose gold, but that's okay. I totally forgot about it. Um, so when you are also coming in our live, you want to comment. Those comments matter. They activate the room as well. People are engaging. TikTok again sees that engagement happening. Hello, Kim. How are you, friend? Hello, Silver Fox. Good morning, friend. Look forward to connecting, friend. Thank you. Appreciate you. And so all that engagement matters. I always point to, and this is for my new people in the room, I always point to the number that's in the room. If you click that, it tells you who are the top viewers. My friend, I know Kim, you at the top because you came in sharing and doing all the things, the gift, and I appreciate your friend. Um, Kim, TikTok, Taryn, Regina, Vivian, Nika, D, Empowered, Chantel, all those names, those are people who came in, they understand. They are blue box people. They understand what to do. There's a question mark. I always say go to the question mark. Okay. If you are curious about what's happening, what this does, and what's happening here, what should I do? Click the question mark in the corners. It's there for us. So there's a question mark in there, and it tells you to become a top viewer, you got to like the live, like in the live. You get 3 points. TikTok gives you points. for your engagement. Thank you so much for the donut. You get 3 points for every 10 minutes of liking. Just liking a live, that's free support. Commenting, you get up to 3 points every 10 minutes for putting comments in. So when you're engaging with other people, you're asking questions, you're commenting. So that activity gets you points. And then gifts, you see my friends that are giving the gifts, they get a point for every coin they spend. So again, you want to be intentional about how you engage. Now you're going to say, oh, well, why don't people engage my live? I will tell you. You can tell who are engagers because they have blue boxes. And then you can also tell who are not because they have no box. And then they don't understand all the different things they need to do to support the live, but also to support themselves in their TikTok journey. Because what happens in a live is that people who are engaging here, they get new relationships because they're high engagers. They're top viewers. They get new relationships. And so those relationships spill over into their content. People are engaging in their content. They get new eyes on their content. And so all that has an impact to their overall performance. TikTok sees, oh, okay, more people are engaging on your page. You got more followers. You're now having more people look at your page. Let me send it out to some more people who are looking for that type of content. All of it's connected. So I say that all the time because I want to make sure you guys get that message, because even if you don't choose to engage in here, when you go live, you're going to have to say at some point, here's how you have to engage. Here's the things that you're going to need to do to educate your community. I say I'm a learn room because, again, I try to educate you all. I have spent zero money from TikTok and Insta directly, like zero. Must I? Well, friend, in order for you to have in order for you to have a better experience, you probably do need to put coins on your account. You probably do need to have some engagement. You need to click the daily heart me. You need to send some roses every now and then because you'll get a blue box. The blue box does matter. And I say that for anybody. The blue box does matter. That engagement does matter. It has an impact. And so what happens once you start going live and people start gifting you? And here's what I do. And I'm just telling you guys how it goes down. Once people start gifting you, you can then exchange those rewards, those coins that they gave you, that money. You can exchange it and then put it back into the system and go to their lives and support their lives and gift them and start supporting people who are following you. That is going to give you more eyes and more support to your live, to your content. It's all part of how the ecosystem works. So to answer your question, yes, you do. Yeah. I'm new to TikTok and I'm new to your platform. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing, kids? Kisby, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so to answer your question, the short answer is yes. Now what I tell you, what I teach is that you ain't got to break the bank. You ain't got to break the bank. I just actually gave you a cheat code to take the as you go live. You start off with maybe $20 that you put. That's 2,000 coins. That is plenty to get you started, getting you in. Roses are one coin. So those alone are just one coin. You're sending some coins here, spend some coins here. The daily heart me is one coin. So again, that should be plenty to get you out and moving. Then as you start to go live and people know how to engage in your live, you can take that and then make that exchange, and then you have more coins that you can use. Okay? So I just gave you the cheat code so you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm breaking my bank spending all this money. Because at the end of the day, yeah, if you wanna optimize, and here's the deal, I'm gonna tell you this. TikTok takes a percentage. So TikTok wants you to gift because they get a percentage of the gift. So that's kind of the logic too. So when you're thinking about, oh, well, how do I get more engagement in my life? How do I get more interaction? It requires you to go out and do some of that interaction too. And it requires you to come here and do it as well. And so as you build your community and people engage with your live, you're then able to take that and give it back too. Okay, so as again, that's how the ecosystem works. Yeah, people that support those and support others. Yes, Trisha. Yep, that's it. They're only one-on-one on the website. Say that again. They are only one-to-one on the website. Say that again. One-to-one, one-to-one on the website. You're saying for downloading the coins. Is that what you're talking about? Coins. Dr. Lemmy said she gets all my support. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you for your honesty. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, friend. Like I said, I'm here. Each one teach one. I'm here to help you. Absolutely. Good morning. Thank you so much. Yeah, you get what you put in. That's what Wit said. Yep, that's it. You get what you put in. Coins. Oh, they cost more here. Yes, yes. Thank you for that, friend. Yeah, the website. Nika's reminding me to say my other spell. So if you get coins here in the app, you can click the app, click the gift box, go in the right corner, recharge. That's what they call it here, recharge. It's a processing fee here in the app that you don't get on the website. So if you go to www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN, you can go there and then download coins, get coins on your account. There's typically a discount. Nika said it's 101. So you get pretty much what you put in, you get back. So when I say $20, 2,000 coins, you're able to spend that pretty easily. Thank you so much. How you doing, Island Chick? Yeah, so in here you don't have that, you have that processing fee on the website, you don't. So that's, I say that intentionally for people because again, and so what now that people know about the blue boxes, you know who are engagers. You know from the orange heart or the blue box, you know how people are operating. And a lot of times your community don't know. So today I'm actually going to one of the people here on TikTok. She invited me. She ended up doing one of my consulting appointments, my one-on-one consultations, and we were just talking about her approach and what she's doing. And she has a pretty good thriving room. It just kind of started growing, but she doesn't have a lot of engagers, and she doesn't feel comfortable talking about the engagement process. So she's bringing me in to talk about it. So I'm going to her live. Her name is Portia. Um, Portia Jobs. I think she's someone that does support for people with the job boards. But she's having me come in just to talk about that process because the reality is, again, TikTok gives you points. People don't understand the point system. People are not necessarily fully engaging and doing all the things they need to do to get points for their engagement while they're in the live, as well as when you think about, again, being a live host and making sure that you understand how to support people. You want to make sure you're able to talk about it. So she's bringing me in to talk about it, so that they know what to do. What do I need to do so I can go live? Go live. Click the go live button because you got live access. Let me know, what's your question. Do you need to know the mechanics of it? Or did you not know you didn't have live access? Let me know if you didn't know that because you do have live access. And so, TikTok Taryn, what's your question, friend? You said I have a weird question. Weird. What's your question? Let me know. Hello, friends. Come on in. Make sure you're tapping the screen and sharing the live. Maria Exa, thank you so much for being here. Taryn, let me know if your question, if you're typing your question or you sent it, it may be filtered depending on what you're writing. But can you have a cat in your live? My cat always wants to jump on my lap when I'm live. I believe so. I've seen people have their animals, and there's a lot of pet pages on here. People have their animals and videos, and I'm assuming in live content they're showing animals. I had a few people who were animal trainers come to the live, so I'm gonna assume they have a live page. One of them I know they did. And so I don't think there's any issues with animals. Unless you're being cruel to animals, I think that would be the only problem. But for the most part, I don't think there's an animal issue. There is a kid issue. You can't have small kids. You got to be 18 years or older. And having small kids on the live can be, somebody in my highway, he said, my animals stay live. So yeah, his dogs, they stay on his live. So yeah, I'm sure there is not a problem with the dogs. The kids, it is. I don't mind. I have a 5-year-old and he'll come in and I'm like, dude, stay over there. You can't, you could talk to mommy. So y'all hear his cute little voice, but I don't let him in the screen. Some people have had their kids, I will say this: I don't think it is that you cannot ever have your kid in the screen. I think you have to be in the screen with them. You got to make sure they don't do anything precocious, inappropriate, anything like that. And some people will rock their infants and they have their babies in their lap. So I've seen that happen. and they're still going live and they're fine. I think it's just when they're doing things in the background, you want to minimize as much as possible having them in the screen. Thank you. She's so bougie. Must always be on the screen. I think that's fine. I've seen people with their pets in their laps, so I'm pretty sure that's not a violation of any sort. I have, unless somebody says otherwise, put it in the chat. But I have not heard anyone getting a violation for their pet, so I think it's okay. He said, "I love dogs. My dog is banned from the camera. He's rude." Oh my gosh. So Michelle does not have her dog in the camera at all. Yeah, people, I mean, obviously animals are cute. Again, they could probably be a little rough with the screen or anything like that. So you got to just make sure that they're manageable. Yeah. So no, it's not a problem here on TikTok. Um, Kels, let me know if I answered your question, how to go live. Did you want to know the mechanics of it? So I did a video a while back. I need to do my playlist so I can have stuff organized for beginners. But what you want to do, you got to make sure you're 18 years or older. So you may have to do an ID verification if at the beginning. You also have to, again, the things you shouldn't do, you shouldn't drink on the camera. So I tell people, lean to the side, take a sip of your water, do stuff like that. Don't do it in the camera. TikTok is very particular about food and drinks and stuff like that because they don't know what you're eating, drinking, stuff like that. So you got to be careful about that. People do eat, but don't try to minimize it as much as possible. Definitely don't do the drinking because they don't know what's in a cup. Um, Depending on what you're saying, try to avoid language surrounding anything to do with like substances, illicit, illegal substances. Don't say those words. I've heard people get instant violations for certain words they've used. And even if it was just kind of regular terminology, it's the words. So turn on your content disclosure if you have to say different brands or names and stuff. I know Angela had wrote a name in the chat earlier. I didn't say the name because I was like, you know what? I'm avoiding all names like that just to make sure I didn't, it doesn't have any kind of political connotation or anything like that. Try to avoid that. They're really cracking down on those pages that are being very, um, I would say, radical and controversial in what they're saying. So you're seeing a lot of that, especially with the newer community guidelines that have come out. My page I don't talk that way. That's not what the top of my page. So I don't go there in my conversations often. So I'm very, um, you know, mindful, I guess, of what I'm talking about and how I'm saying it. So just do that as much as possible. If you are driving, that's a no-no. Just trying to think, what else did you need? Let me know if you had a specific question though. Constantly has his 8 Pomeranians on his live. He's a top creator. He is. JS, yes, yes. Okay. Oh no, you're glitching. Am I glitching? TikTok does not want me to be great today. I've been glitching a lot lately. I think that's the other problem. My husband ordered a, an extender, but I don't know if it's TikTok because my YT people, I'm not glitching here. I'm not glitching over here. So they're fine. I think TikTok doesn't want me to be great. I thought it was just me seeing the glitching. Yes, TikTok is yeah, it's having some issues with me. It does not want me to be great. So yeah, my YT. Let me know in the chat if I have any glitching on the YT. But I'm fine here. I even switched to my tablet because I thought it was my phone. Now my phone has been acting up, so it could be my phone. Ultimately, if the glitching starts on the YT, it's glitching a lot. TikTok, they don't want me to be great, y'all. Yeah, I'm trying to dim. Yeah, they trying to dim my shine. That's it. They try to dim it. They're like, well, you know what? You're not talking about the other subject, so you must not be talking correctly. They want me to talk about the TTS, the shopping. They think I'm still talking. I'm not talking about that TikTok. So yes, that's what's happening. Yes, you do. Um, so yeah, that is, yeah. So let me know. I'll stay on for probably another 45 minutes if I don't glitch out. We'll see how this goes. But like I said, I think TikTok wants me to have a different conversation that I'm not trying to have. because all my content is nothing but shoppable content. So I have to, or all my feed is nothing but that. So I'm still trying to fix it so that they know that's not what I'm talking about. TT. Thank you so much, BizLaw HQ. How are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully, I don't continue to glitch. Let me know if it's still glitch. Last time I did it, I end up restarting the live, and I think that helped. So, I mean, I'm only going to be on for another 45 minutes, so maybe I shouldn't. Hopefully, I don't have to do that, but that may be a solution. Here's what let me say this because I'm always cognizant of new people and people in this live who are still building your page, building things up. Here's what I will tell you. When you start and restop, I mean start and stop and restart. Hello, Miss AT Tat. When you do that, you actually start over your goals. So let me say this out loud so you guys understand. This is part of still glitching. I'm still watching. Thank you so much. TikTok, and I see the numbers. They're glitching me out, but that's okay. Um, so what I'm saying really quickly, and hopefully comes through. Okay. Let me turn my screen. Maybe that's, let me see if my screen, if I move it a little bit. Um, maybe it'll work. Still glitching. Ugh. Um, let's see. What if I pause it? Let's see if I pause the live. Okay. I figure if I pause it, it will let help, but no, it's not gonna help. Um, is it still super glitchy? Let me know if it's still super glitchy. And if it's still glitchy, yeah, it's ending. I'm gonna start and stop the live again, so we'll see. You say very. I'll start and start over again. I'm gonna come back, guys. I'll start and stop it. Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm here. How you doing? Good morning. Oh, not good morning. I didn't see the comment. It came so quickly. Oh, yes, Michelle, you're so funny. It came on and said, no, not a good morning. Let's see. I'm gonna start my live again. Let's see if it'll act right. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. So I did not want to do that, but I did it. TikTok did not want me to be great. Um, oh yeah. Oh, thank you all. Thank you all who's coming back and joining. Hopefully that worked. I hate that it was glitching. I appreciate you all coming in. So yes, hi again, Howard. So Kels, let me know. You said you're new. Let me know if there was a specific question about getting started because I said you have live access, so I wanted to make sure you knew you had live access. All of you are coming in. Appreciate you, Maria. Thank you so much, Nika, for coming back. Appreciate you. I was just about to make a point because I really was hesitant to restart. So here's what happened when I restarted. And I think, I don't know if it's an algorithm thing, so we'll just assume that TikTok is TikToking. But let's see. Um, so yeah, I think TikTok was TikTok, and so we're just gonna assume that that was part of it. Thank you all who are coming back. I appreciate you all coming back. Um, they say this is why I stay on YT. What goes on here? Thank you so much. I am talking about going live and monetizing your expertise. So I'm just sharing information. This is my live session to share information as I co-stream on TikTok and YouTube. So that's what's happening. Couple things that just happened. So by me doing that, I just want you guys to kind of know this from a scale live rewards. You monetize your rewards in two different ways. Per live, how long you go live. So I went live for about an hour. I think it was right at an hour. So I went live for an hour. And how many new followers you get. I had not hit the threshold for new followers. So by me starting the live over again, whatever rewards came, I didn't get the highest percentage on that. So just recognize that that's something you want to keep in the back of your mind as you're going live, because that monetization is part of it too, in terms of what you do in your live. And so I share this often, that you always want to kind of swipe. Much better. Good to know. Yes. You always want to swipe to the right and look at your performance. So look at your performance based on your duration, how long you've gone live, and the other metric per live you do is any new followers that you get. So if you're hitting that threshold of both of them, you maximize the scale live rewards for that live, in addition to any kind of weekly missions that you get as well. So hello, friend. How are you? Thank you so much. And so yeah, good morning, everybody. So yeah, I was just sharing that's something that I was cognizant of, and I was like, ooh, I could end or not, and if it's glitching and people are leaving the live anyway, it's not worth it. So, so like I said, TikTok was TikToking. Because it didn't happen on the YT at all. I didn't have an issue here, so I don't know, you know. Or if it did happen, maybe I don't realize. And so, Michelle, maybe this is a question, because the numbers were going up and down too. It could have been glitching, huh? And people are like, "Oh, well, I'll just move on." So that could have been happening. So maybe it was my internet. My husband is getting an extender, because I told him about it the other day, and he got an extender that I should be able to put in here. I think it's due to arrive any day now. So you said exactly. You said, oh, it didn't. Michelle said it didn't. Okay. Hello, my YouTube people. How are you? Make sure you like the live and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She's in the live. She's in the chat. Feel free to connect with her. She's my YouTube coach. So she has great knowledge and experience on optimizing your channel, helping you build your channel out. So feel free to connect with her, as well as here on TikTok. Feel free to connect with me over there. More people, what's happening, because I'm going live more frequently, and Michelle calls it the super highway. How you doing, Star? Thank you so much. Extenders really help. Okay, thank you so much for that, Trisha. I'm hopeful. Hopefully it does help. Um, my my YouTube, well, I was about to say my YT, I'm seeing more activity with people coming into it more frequently now. So I am noting that, Michelle. So we could talk about that tomorrow. But I am noting that that's been happening lately. I don't know if it's good or bad. We're on the highway. That's what she calls it. So you get all types of traffic on the highway. All types of drivers. And so so she definitely, I'm happy to support you as you grow your channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Hello, truly blessed that you come in. See your friend. Thank you so much. How are you, Star? Thank you so much. I'm doing good, friend. So yeah, I just restarted the live. It was glitching quite a bit. I was saying TikTok does not want me to be great over here. So I'm getting a lot of glitching. So I typically don't like to restart the live, but I did it. So, and I was sharing, I did it in the sense that it, it will, looking at my analytics, I hadn't hit all the metrics. So I was like, should I restart? Should I not? And so I restarted, but it's all good. Thank you so much, friends. I see you, Dimples. Thank you for joining. So we're going to come in. I need to share my live out. Please share the live out. I'm going to share out the live as well. And so you can touch my nose or my glasses and share the live out to your friends, your supporters, your followers. And oh, so growth is so growth. Oh my gosh, 30. All right, friend. All right. We're going to be in June next month. So June is your month. June is your goal month. Yes. June is it. There's no reason to go beyond June where you don't hit your 1K. So that'll be it. Yes. June is it. Is it. That's all I'm going to say. Is it. We putting it out there. Ray, how are you, friend? Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate you, friend. Okay, so I restarted. I'm probably gonna stay probably exactly 45 minutes. Yeah, probably right at 45 minutes and get off. Yes. Um, my moderator, yes, Michelle Crochets. I'll say this all to you all, so you do have a chance to go over to the YT. She has hit the 970 mark of subscribers on the YT. The magic number is 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours. So 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. She's well above her 4,000 for watch hours because people have been watching her content. She's been doing this for a little under a year. It hasn't been a full 12 months yet. Is that the case, Michelle? Let me know if that's the case. I think you said that yesterday, and I was so impressed with your growth. So recognizing that you can do this, you just have to get that combination. Have content you're pushing out, you're constantly sharing your content to your audience for your channel. So I say that because I want you guys to connect with her if you have not done so. We're going to get her numbers. Just make sure you connect with her and connect with my channel as well, but definitely connect with her. Dr. Lisa, I went live once last week and haven't gone live again. Well, wait a minute. Well, congratulations for going live. I want to celebrate you there. Well, why didn't you go back? What was the deal? You got to be consistent. Yes, please hit the like button. 10 months. Look at you, friend. Awesome. When I go live again, I would it count towards 3 lives? Yes, I believe so. The reason why I'm pausing because I think you're supposed to do it within a 7-day period. I think that's what I heard. But yes, I'm going to say yes, it will count. But you are supposed to do it. Oh, okay. I think that is somewhere written. I'm not sure. Somebody said that in one of my lives, and I haven't seen it written, but I did mine back to back. I did them over the course of 3 days. You got to have a 24-hour clock in between each 24-hour time frame in between each of them. But I just did each day and just made it consistent. And what was happening is funny because I go live at 4 o'clock. I started going live at 4 o'clock in January. That 4 p.m. live that I do has been consistent. And so I did it then, and with the thinking that I just started off going at that time, and I realized that was a time that was good for me. So I just stuck with it. And so that's how that 4 o'clock came about. Because it was like, oh, I think it was like 3:45, 4 o'clock. I would just hit the button and it was like, oh, okay, well, let me just make it a clean 4 o'clock and I'll just go live then. And then in my what the way I started, thank you so much, Sean. Thank you so much, friend. The way I started it, I was like, well, I'm gonna do it this way, and then I'm going to um, just go for 30 minutes. And then I realized it's like, oh, well, maybe I will go longer because I had the time. And so now my 4 o'clock, it will go to at least 6:30. Now today I'm not going to go that long. I'll probably go to 6 o'clock. I'll go 2 hours and then I'll break and I'll do my sub only live. So I have my sub only live tonight. So definitely, if you're a subscriber or interested in subscribing, come to that tonight, and we'll do the sub only live. And like I said, I make it a conversation where we talk about going live. It's a ask me anything, so you can come up, ask questions if you're thinking about specifically about your journey. And then tonight's conversation, somebody asked me earlier to talk about monetization from a TikTok live perspective. So I was going to share my journey. I was going to share the monetization that I've received, as well as just giving you some thoughts on what you want to intentionally do. Okay, so definitely consider that. Hello, Heart and Joy. How are you, friend? How is everything going? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. So yeah, my live, it's been glitching a lot lately, y'all. So I'm gonna figure this out. So this is pretty interesting. But like I said, I'll do the sub only live tonight. How long before you start feeling like nobody's watching? Wait, that's a great question. How long before you feel like stop feeling like nobody's watching? You know what? I I never really thought about it that way. Maybe I should say that because to me, I always thought people were watching. Even now, there's people who are watching that don't click in. So I always feel like there's somebody watching. They're just haven't just hit the tap to come in the room. Or and I guess in the YT case, I have to kind of really investigate how the tube operates because maybe you do have to actually click. But I thought people could watch you and not be in the room also. So maybe I'm wrong about that. But again, yeah, so yeah, for me it's like, okay, they're always watching, so I'm just gonna keep talking. Very true. I watched a little before coming in. Did you really, Roxanne? Somebody actually admitted, she said, yeah, I was watching you before I decided to come in. That's it. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. They always watching. Somebody's always watching. You got this camera on, they watching. Thank you so much. Kids, what'd you say, guys? No, what happened? Let me know what did you have a question, friend? Um, Thank you so much, Young. Good morning. How are you? I did the same for a while. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, people are always watching. So you just keep talking. So when I first started, that's what I was told. Like, just start talking. And people would just come into the room. And then before you know it, the room would grow and more people were coming in. But yeah, they're always watching. Always watching. So um, so good morning. How you doing, digital? With is it Kaylin Handy? Thank you so much, friend. How are you? Okay. Let me know if there's any questions. Like I said, we have a smaller room today. Um, if there's anything you want me to share or do, especially my newbies, I always talk about the blue boxes because I got a few of y'all with no blue boxes in the room. I did. Good start to my morning. There you go, friend. um, and I'm on earlier than what I normally do. So what happened was that I started at 9 because I have to get off at about 10:50. I'm gonna get off the call. But I started at 9 and then my call was glitching too bad. So I restarted this one. So that's what's happening. We're in a restart. But I'll probably, like I said, I'm gonna stay on maybe another 30 minutes or so, and then I'll have to get off so I can take care of another meeting. I have another meeting I have to go to. But I appreciate you all. Let me know if there's questions. If not, I'm going to talk about engagement really quickly. Great live. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. I'm going to talk about engagement for a little bit. I'll talk about I started going into my lesson in the other live because I was talking about leveraging chat. There was a couple questions that came up surrounding what do you do to have a catchy hook? What do you do to have make sure your live is also activated? And I was using that as a talking point to talk about ChatGPT as a resource, but also thinking very intentionally about who your target audience is. So that's kind of where the live was going. I was probably going to reiterate some of that again because as a live host, and I always talk about my experience and some tips and strategies for you all as you're going to go live. You want to make sure you're repeating yourself. You got to reiterate yourself. You got to talk over and over because people are listening from outside the live as well as the ones that are tapping to come in that may have come in halfway through the conversation. And so you find yourself repeating it, reiterating quite a bit. And I'm one of those people that likes to stay in the chat. So I like to see who you are and what you're all about and answer questions. So on the YT, I have Yes Michelle Crochet. She's my moderator over there. Over here, I don't have a moderator. And I never had a moderator over here because again, for me, it's all about making sure I'm helping you learn this and helping you feel seen and heard. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate your friend. So recognize that as you go live, you do need to repeat yourself. Get in the habit of saying things a couple different times. Maybe sometimes you're a little bit more detailed, and you are offering as much information as possible, and then other ways you're abbreviated. You have this kind of quick sound bites just so that people understand how to support your live. Um, so I always talk about thank you so much, Evolve. Appreciate your friends. Um, the question came up about do you need coins on your account? I'm going to reiterate that because I think that's where people often, and people, I say your target audience is a reflection of you. And if I have you given advice for profit religious startups? No. No, I have not. Do you have a specific question? Let me know if you have a specific question, but I did not. Thank you so much, Vice Chairman, for being here. That was on the YouTube channel. I was just sharing about people, your audience is a reflection of you, because if you are looking at fully engaging, you said 1,000. What does 1,000 mean? Young C, appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll make sure I didn't miss something from earlier that you said. Thank you all for sharing a lot. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, friend. So when you are your audience is a reflection of you, because for me, I was very much that person at the beginning. I didn't understand this platform, and I didn't understand the gifts that were being sent out. Thank you so much for the teddy bear. The gifts that was being sent out, like how do you make sure you're tapping? I didn't understand any of that, but I would watch and I would just sit in a room. And until I started really asking questions and being in a room where the person was kind of like me, I'm a learn room. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to help you understand how to actively participate in this. Because I tell you all the time, when you come into a live, you're entering a relationship. Thank you so much. You're entering a relationship, and the relationship extends even beyond the live. So, and again, I say that because the relationship is a relationship with people in the chat, relationship with the live hosts, relationship with you and TikTok in terms of how you want your content to get seen and supported, how you want your live to be supported. It requires you to engage fully. So, somebody, I think Wit asked, made the comment, you get out of it what you put into it. Okay? So if you're not engaging and not putting anything into it, then you're not going to get out what you want. Go live on your sermons. Oh, that's a good one. Thank you, Wit. Look at a bit. Thank you, friend. Yes, that's me. Very nervous to the new to the space. That's it. New to the space, and you gotta put in something so you can get out of it. Thanks for helping to teach. I learned a lot about going live. You're welcome, Goldilocks. Appreciate you. How you doing, Portia? Yes, I talked about you earlier. I'm coming to your live today. I'm coming to Portia's live. If you want, I'm a PIN her. If you guys want to see me, you'll see me up as a guest. You'll be like, why is she why is she a guest? I'm a guest because she asked me to come in and talk about the go live process and how you need to properly engage. And so I'm going to talk to her viewers that way. Miss Darlene, so Portia, I actually came on early today. How you doing, Miss Darlene? I came on earlier at 9, and my live started glitching. So you guys are seeing me at my regular time, but I have to get off early because I have an appointment at 11 I have to go to. So I came on early because I was trying to get to that, make sure I came on early because I knew I had that appointment. I was going to have to leave early. But with that being said, I started over. So you guys are seeing my regular live time. But for you, I'm gonna have to leave early. Um, so I talked about put in what you put out. So what you put in is what you get out. So I want you guys to be intentional about what are you putting in to this live experience. So let me explain it. And Roxanne, you are new. You are super new, friend, but that's good. Helping empty nesters build income fueled by faith and freedom. Oh, I love that. I love that. So here's what I will tell you. You want to make sure you get live access. You possibly have live access because what you're doing is commenting. TikTok sees that. That message was for you. Do you have a channel? Okay. Look at you. Thank you so much, Whit Gray. Appreciate you, friend. I do. Okay. So with live access, I'm going to tell you this right now, and this is what I was getting at earlier. The blue box, because you don't have one, you don't have the Daily Heart Meal or the blue box. When it comes to getting people, once you start going live, because you're going to want to go live on your topic, you need to talk to your audience, especially if you're talking to retirees and you're talking about, digital income. I'm assuming you have a digital product or a solution that you're offering. You want to make sure that you engage with your audience engage back. So to get them to engage back, they're going to have to know how to properly engage. And so engaging means that you are tapping the screen. Hello, everyone. How you doing, digital marketer? Appreciate you, Margot. That means that you're tapping the screen. Those likes matter. That's free support. That's just showing you're here. Those comments matter. You're going to want people to comment. You're going to want people to engage with your live. You're going to want them to ask questions. You're going to have to start a room where that is the expectation and the culture where people are saying they're here, they're supporting, they're new, they're live hosts. I always have different questions that I ask, and people will start responding back. What city are you from? Just making sure you're building a community and you're having a conversation with your viewers. So that's important. And then sharing out the live. People sharing out the live pushes more people into the room. So that's kind of the standard expectations. And then there's the expectations to get a blue box that people are actively engaging and they are getting the daily heart rate. That's the screen that pops up and says join my fan club. They are sending out gifts. You TikTok, like the roses. TikTok wants you to give because TikTok takes a percentage. However, I tell you, if you are engaging fully, you will see that engagement happen for your content, for your lives. That comes back full circle. So just want to be intentional about that. I am new to TikTok. I need a certain amount of followers before I can go live. You So TikTok has in their guidelines that you need 1,000 followers. However, TikTok has been giving people live access early. Again, they are promoting lives as a way to build community and build a community where you have more people in the app. I always point to my watches that say TikTok, TikTok. It's named that because, again, they want you to stay. That clock is ticking. You are here. You're engaging. You're attending these lives. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So when it comes to do you need a certain amount of followers? Kelsby, I'm going to tell you right now, just from my knowledge, you already have live access. You don't need 1,000 followers. You don't need 500 followers. You don't even need 100 followers. Roxanne says she has live access. Now, she does not have a blue box. What I will say is that she has live access because she's been engaging in lives because she's commenting. She's doing that level of support. TikTok sees her as someone who's coming here, engaging even in that way, and they gave her live access early. Now, I'm saying you have live access because you actually have a blue box. You're a level 17 engager. So it goes up to 50. So you've been engaging. You've been doing some stuff in these TikTok streets. And so TikTok is like, okay, let's give her live access. And so you have it. So I'm 100% confident of that. And I don't know if you know that yet. Tap, tap, tap screen, and your tapping is free. Helps Dr. Lisa's room. Thank you so much, Dr. Lisa. When is the next meeting about the bundle? Next meeting is Sunday. Thank you for asking that. I need to send out a message. I'm going to send it in the chat. Thank you so much. Miss Darling, you keep me honest. You keep me focused. Sunday at 6:30. 6:30 is a good time for me. So 6:30 Sunday on Zoom. So I'll send out the message today. I will do it today. I and what Miss Darlene is talking about is that I offer is in my stand store. I am not going to be able to get to my stand store today just because I would have to actually have to stop right now, but I'm not going to stop now. But in my stand store is my bundle. So grab that if you're interested in getting that. I put you into an Instagram group chat. So you get access to me. You also get one-on-ones if you need it with me because I want to help you. If you want longer one-on-ones, you got to schedule it. So that's a different appointment, but it's in my stand store also. If you want guidance in terms of what you should be doing to drive your business, a lot of people will just schedule it just to have a business strategy conversation because ultimately you're trying to grow in this platform. And when I talk about digital marketing, I say live streaming is a piece of it. You got to get people to come here, and this is where your audience gets to know, like, and trust you. Okay, so when you're coming here, my friend asked about startups. If you got live access, if you have the ability to go live, go live. Go live and start talking to your community. Start letting people get to know you. Share more information about who you are in your journey. Start there. And then you then start talking about your message. Okay. And so having some anecdotes about your message in the beginning is helpful. So people start realizing, like, oh, wow, this person is going to start talking about this aspect, or this person is now sharing this information. But I think in the beginning, you're building that relationship. You're building that rapport. So you want to be intentional about how you do that. I had live access before 1,000 followers. Yeah, you get it early. You get it super early, and you have that level 19 blue box. Yes. So you definitely get it. So you definitely want to start. If you want the bundle, I also have, I'm an affiliate for UBC, the Ultimate Branding Course. So you'll hear me talk about branding. I didn't know. I really appreciate you. You're welcome, friend. You have it. If you go to the live screen, when you go click on your profile, click TikTok Studio, you'll see tools and you'll see live. Click live, log in, you got live access. Go live. But let me know if you have specific questions. Hey, Kiki, how are you, friend? My other friends who are coming in, thank you. Support goes a long way. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We can all do it. Okay, okay. Okay, because I'm really ready to get started on my stand store and all that comes with it. Miss Darlene, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. Let me know if you have specific questions in the meantime, in between time. But we'll meet Sunday too as a group. But let me know if you want to get to chatting. I have a stand store for just a couple months, very little effort, great returns. Yes, it is. Yep. Yep. So you just gotta, really when it comes down to it, like you said, little effort, great returns. Promote yourself, put yourself out there, put in your content, put in your live, come here and go live. Talk to your audience. People go to your store. Yep. Yep, I got it at 700. You got it at 700 followers. Gee, you didn't need to do it at 700. You should have got it at like 100. You probably already had it, just didn't realize it. You know my live access? Are you going live, friend? I stay home with 9 kids. Oh my God, I have zero time. My stand store is about 1K a month, FYI. Um, that's awesome. So your content is driving people to your stand. That's awesome that you're doing that. Definitely great strategy. I'm assuming that because you didn't say you were going live yet. Let's go, everyone. Support. Thank you so much. Hello. Yes, thank you for the tips. You're welcome, G. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. My stand store is doing well. I also love it. Best thing I could do was create passive income. Yes. How you doing, favorite? Let's not stop tapping in, liking. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Belani. Appreciate you, friend. Hello, everyone. How you doing, Granny? I just started going live daily because of you. Did you really? That's awesome. How do you go live only to non-family and F5 friends? How do you go live? How do you go live without family and FY non-family? Say that again. How do go live only to non-family and so are you saying how to go live to non-family and your FB friends? Let me know if that's what you're asking. Let's get that money, y'all. Doc did my first live today. Did you really? Awesome. How was it? How was it, friend? Yes, yes. So how to go live on TikTok. So on TikTok, let me say this out loud too, just for my people here. I am co-streaming on the YouTube. So I always co-stream. So I turn on my YouTube, I turn that on so I can stream here as well. So this is a different strategy because I want to make sure I'm building up this page. So follow me here as Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. Both of us will follow you back. If you put a comment on one of our shorts, make sure you put a comment, like, and then subscribe. Subscribe last over there because they are really particular about fake engagement. But yeah, because of that, I co-stream in 2 places. I will tell you, you could do the same. So just have 2 devices, go live in two different platforms, and just start talking to people. When it comes to TikTok, I like it because my page is not family. I don't have a page over here for family. My FB is. And so I'm actually starting a new page over there. But I'm trying to make this really about what I'm doing that does not include family. Family can be distractions. They don't get this. You gotta get them to the point where they understand what your goals are and what you're doing. So I would tell you, try to avoid the family dynamic if you could. But when it comes to non-family, yeah, you could do it. Just talk to people. Just do much easier to go live with non-family. You're more comfortable speaking freely. There we go. Allie has it. Yes. Um, Yes, no real engagement, but I built confidence. Not many people came on. That's good. That's what it's all about. Build your confidence, feel more comfortable, start figuring out your message in terms of who you're talking to and what you're talking about, and giving them some information about yourself and just take them along your journey. That's what I tell people. Those first few lives is not all about going all in about here's my product and here's how you can do that. You build that trust, that know, like, and trust in those first few lives so that then when you're ready to share your solution, people feel like, okay, yes, I need that from you. That's what I'm looking to get. Same here. How are you, friend? What's same here, Roxanne? What's the same here? Same here. You want to go live, and the whole deal with the family. So, what do you have? A cell phone and I. So, what do you have? A cell phone, and iPad? Yeah. So I'm on my iPad and my iPhone. Yeah, yeah. Two different devices, Doc. Yeah. Family will not get your not get your social. Yes. Save your real life for a family. Yes, that's it. Yeah. I love that. I blocked my family on TT. This page, I never follow them. I have a couple good friends, a couple of my good girlfriends. They know about this page. They know about my social media. I'm fine with them. I trust them. We talk. They see me here. They're like, "You're doing so well. Oh my God, I love your." So I get, so they get it. But other people like, no, I'm good. On TikTok with a new audience, no family. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep, your family ain't gonna watch me. Your family ain't gonna watch me. They tired of listening to me. That's it. That's it. That is true. My kids and our algorithms are different too. What they watch is their interest. They don't see this side of TikTok. They don't never see the side. So that's the difference too. I won't allow my family or friends to follow this account. Exactly. Yes. That's exactly it. So yeah, it's not worth even the time and effort, especially with the young folks. They really don't get it. All right, my good friends. Okay, so I have about 20 minutes to kind of answer questions, add value. Let me know if you have specific questions for me. I show up every day. I came in early today because I have a meeting to go to, so I won't be able to stay the long time that I normally do. But I did start at 9. My account was glitching a little bit, so I restarted, and so now I'm here. So make sure you all engage. You're wanting to build your following. You have to talk to each other. Yes, G. Thank you for that. So let me talk about that really quickly because this room is built for the newbies and people who are not new also. There's people in the room that have been going live, trying to build their live confidence, trying to build up their page. So I talk about and give tips about going live and just different strategies. I try to use it from the mindset of monetization because the end game is that you want to monetize. If you're talking to your audience, you're sharing information with them, you're being intentional about who that audience is. If you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. Okay? I say that intentionally. You got to talk to your audience. So as you're talking to your audience, you want to be intentional about those keywords that you're saying that's speaking to their pain points, that's speaking to the issues and challenges they're having, speaking to what their interests are, what their passions are, speaking to essentially that demographic, if you know your demographic. And then you ultimately will say, here's my solution. So we were talking about the stand store earlier. When you go into the stand store, you see solutions that people are like, wow, I didn't know I needed that. Or wow, I'm happy I came here because you gave me what I needed. I didn't realize that that's what I was searching for, or I was always searching for that, and I'm happy I found you. So just recognize that's the whole point here. Okay. I'm so happy you guys are engaging. So definitely connect with people. So when G said that your engagement matters here as much as it matters in the content. So I tell people all the time, if your page is not showing you the right audience, it's not showing you content surrounding your topic, then you need to change your algorithm, change things up. I recently had to revamp. I'm actually in the process of revamping my algorithm because I was doing a lot of shoppable stuff on this page. And TikTok was like, oh, okay, that's what I'm going to show you. And so there's a transformation that I'm doing right now. So I want you guys to know that that's important for you to be intentional about how you are searching, what you are searching, and how you're engaging. That, how are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning, friends. Thank you all for coming in. So I always point this out because I want people to understand the art of engagement, especially when you are new and you don't have blue boxes. So that is, unfortunately, it is a way for people to tell your level of engagement. How do you change your algorithm? You start searching for the topics that you want the algorithm to show you. You start being intentional about what you're watching. You start in terms of watching content or even coming to lives. So you're being very intentional. You said out. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You be intentional about what you're doing. So let's what is the shop? The shop TikTok shop. So Yeah, that the TikTok shop. So I whisper it because I don't want it to think I'm talking about that. So yeah, so that's what it is. Dr. Lisa, I moved up to five. Oh, see, five, top 8%. Also got, oh, look at you. You are growing, friend. That's awesome. You are growing. I mean, seriously, that's fast. That's fast paced. Because has it been a month? I don't think it's been a month yet. So yeah, you'll be at 50,000 diamonds probably by next week, easily. Yes, awesome. Do you have a specific time I go live? I go live at 10 a.m. normally, so 10 a.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern. Um, I'll be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. I came on early today because I knew I was going to have to leave early. So I'm going to get off in another 15 minutes or so, but 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern on my two go live times. And then today I'm doing my subscriber only live. So at 6:30, I'll come back and I'll do my sub only live. So you guys are welcome to become subscribers. If you are interested in, you can attend the live. I have 3 plans. One is my standard where I do sub only lives. Standard is for all 3 plans. Sub only lives, sub only videos, as well as stickers that you see, all the shout outs, all that comes with the sub only live. The standard plan. My Premium is where I do a profile review. I talk about branding because I want you to make sure you're branding to your audience. It starts with your profile, making sure your profile is optimized, as well as making sure you are um, looking at your content pillars and making sure all that is aligned to talk to your audience. You are making sure everything is speaking to your audience. Dr. Lisa, we have to talk. OMG. Yes, you do, friend. Let me know. Let me know if you want to schedule a one-on-one, we can chat it up, friend. But and then my other plan is my deluxe, where I do a profile review and I do a live stream audit. So I come to your live, I connect with you, we're chatting, we're connecting. Um, I just said one-on-ones. So my one-on-ones is a 2-for-1 package for the month of May. I'm actually changing that in the month of June. So I'm telling you all, if you want to grab it, this is the time to grab it. We're in the last couple of days of May. In June, I'm just going to make it a one appointment. It's not going to be 2 appointments for one. So I'm moving that because what's happening, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, great thing. Getting a lot of appointments, people are meeting with me. And because I have that package, I then have to fit you in for another appointment. So I just don't have the time to allocate to that anymore. So I'm just going to do the one appointment. But if you want to grab the 2-for-1 while we're still in May, you can grab it. And I'll honor it for whatever June dates that you put out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Really quickly, last couple minutes, I'm going to chat. Thank you so much, favorite. I'll talk about blue boxes just because there are people in the room that still don't have it. I love group coaching. Yes. Do you love group coaching? Yeah, I'm actually about to roll out coaching in my program too. So I do the consultations now, but I'm rolling out coaching as another thing that's coming in June. Group coaching is what I'm thinking about doing. I'm doing my Instagram group chat. We're doing That's kind of a group coaching because we get there and talk and stuff and we connect as a community. I'm doing it on Sunday. So anyone who has the bundle, oh Don, thank you so much for becoming a subscriber. He's like, I'm gonna meet with this lady for 1 month. Let me find out what she got to offer. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for the donuts. Um, what I realize is that with the group coaching, I'm doing that Sunday. I want to say that. So people who purchase the bundle, you'll see on Sunday. I'm going to send out a message to the group chat and via email that we're going to meet on Sunday. So I'm looking at that approach too. So just building that out a little bit more for people. Chat later. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Appreciate your friend. Thank you all. How you doing, Reggie? Thank you for joining Dr. Lisa, hardworking woman. I'm trying, friend. That's what it's all about. E-Nurse, I see your friend. Good morning. How are you? I appreciate you all. Come on in. We're gonna chat it up for another few minutes. Check me out in 20 minutes on my live. Jay, awesome. I gotta go to something else. I really would check you out. So definitely anybody else. What is a blue box? Let me finish with that. Thank you, Roxanne. Roxanne said, let me find out about this blue box real quick. Blue box. So, Roxanne, really quickly, I'm gonna give you the Cliff Note version of this. You If you click the number here, I want to point this out just so that you know, since you're brand new. Click the number, the 38, now 40 people in the room. Just click that number. You see a list of people who are top viewers. Okay. You see people who are high engagers, people who are engaging, they understand how to support the live. So these are people you don't want to leave without. I will tell you that. These are people who understand how to properly engage. So as you build up your page, as you connect, and specifically as you go live, these are people who understand how to do it. So you want to grab them up. However, in that box is a question mark. If you look at that question mark in the right corner, I always tell you whenever you're on this app, go to the question mark. The question mark explains what exactly is there. So go to that question mark, click the question mark. It tells you how to become a top viewer. Top viewers are ranked based on tapping the screen, the likes that they send. You get 3 points for every 10 minutes of liking the live. You also get points for comments. So you see the comments, the chats. The chat was chatting. You're getting points for that. You get up to 3 points every 10 minutes for the comments you send. Then sharing out the live, that's support also. But when you send a gift like Nika, she's a title gifter. You see that purple. The gift gallery is up here. If you click my profile, my photo up here, you'll see a gift gallery. She's actually essentially in the gift gallery. She became a title gifter. She has a recognition for that. So gifting, you get a point for every gift that you send. You got to have coins on your account. So somebody asked earlier, it's like, do I have to gift? Do I have to have coins? I said in a very eloquent, polite way, the answer is yes. If you really want to engage in this app and be a full all engager, TikTok expects for you to engage. When you come to live and when you go into content, you are supposed to be engaging. To become a high engager, a recognizable, known engager, you have to have a blue box. That blue box is where you have sent a rose, you sent coins, you're in the gift gallery, you've done the daily heart me, the heart plus up here. You've done all the things to make sure that you are getting the most out of the experience. TikTok sees that and they rank you and give you points for that. And those points make you have the blue box and you level up. So when people are doing all that and you go into a live and you see all the gifting happening, all the things that they're pinning themselves up here and you can see them up here, they're doing that intentionally because they realize that's part of the engagement. That's part of the game. Okay? So if you want to be successful and make sure your content is being seen and you're picking up the right people, obviously, too, who want to engage with your content, it requires you to engage fully. It does. I'm just going to say it point blankly. Right. Yeah, it is. As part of the game. And so my friend here said you get out of it what you put in it. And if you don't put a lot in it, you ain't going to see as much come out of it. If you put more into it, you'll see how that helps to build your page in your community. Dr. Lisa explains it so well. You're welcome, friend. That makes sense. This is go. Appreciate you. Yeah. So to put coins on your account, you got to start with coins on your account. So to put coins on your account, you have to click the gift box. If you click the gift box, you're going within the app. In the gift box in the bottom right corner is where you could click that recharge option or those numbers, and it'll take you in the app to put money on your account. You can go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN. You log into that page. You put coins on the account there. You don't have the processing fee that you have in the app. So it's another way to get coins. So I tell people $20, 2,000 coins you get, that is plenty to get you started. You can decide how you spend that. Maybe a few roses here, a couple popular votes here, some heart puffs here, whatever you're going to do. But those are the things that will let you level up. Now, let me talk about how you can see your levels. I'm having my first live next week. I'm super nervous. Do it scared, friend. You'll be fine. Awesome. I'm happy you put it out there, though. What are the other boxes and the numbers on the right hand side? What are the other boxes and the numbers? Tracy, let me explain. You're talking about on the line for each person. So like the Rabbit Lady and Kales, they sent stuff. Nika's level 20, and then she has the heart, the orange heart. It's orange for my screen, but I think it's supposed to be red. And she has that heart and the 2 lines. So again, these are active engagers. So let me do this. Anybody who wants to know about the blue boxes, just really quickly put the word hi in the chat. How you doing, Gary? Put hi in the chat. If you put hi in the chat, I just came back to TikTok and I want to start using TikTok as my platform. Any advice? You know what? Desiree, I got a lot of advice. However, you're catching me on a day I have to end early. Click the bell, click my profile here, my picture here, click my profile again once my mini profile pops up. Then click my main profile and go to my main profile and click that bell in the right corner so you know when I post and when I go live. I will come back at 4 today. If you come back at 4 o'clock Eastern today and say you asked me that question, it's like, I was in your 10. I asked you this question about advice. I'll give you advice. So I'm happy to answer your question. I love answering questions like that, but I won't be able to give you the answer today or right now at least. Okay, so everybody who put hi in the chat, I want you then to click where you put hi. I want you to click your photo. Click your photo because your mini profile is going to pop up. Once your mini profile pops up, click your level. Level 17, level 15, level 0. Somebody needs a bio. My changing tides. You need a bio, friend. Level 0. Alicia, you're level 16. Nina, you're level 0. You need a bio also. And so Tracy, what is this? My friend Tracy, awesome, level 0. Brita, you need a bio, you're level 14. You're level 14 and it's grayed out, meaning that you've taken a break from TikTok or from lives and you have not sent a rose or a gift. Send something, it recharges. So everybody, once you click your level, click that level, a blue screen pops up, hence the blue boxes. A blue screen's gonna pop up. In that blue screen, it tells you how many points you've collected. It has a / symbol. It tells you how many points you need. And then underneath there, it says your experience points. It typically says if you're level 0 that you need to send a rose or send something. You got to have coins in your account to get a blue box. So if you did it, you'll see where it says this is your first gift that you sent. Or if you click the Daily Heart Me, that Heart Plus up there, like my friend just did, Belinda did, it'll say you sent your first gift for the blue box, for the Daily Heart Me. So again, it tells you how to engage. Now I'm going to say this: people, there's what we call it blue box bias in a joking way, but people see the blue box and they see people who know how to engage, and they see people who don't. And so again, it's teaching you that level C3 for what, friend? What's C3? You're level C3 for your league. Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about your league. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about because you got a lot of followers. But I'm talking about your level. You're level 14 for your blue box. What is the Daily Heart Me? For real, Miss For Real. Daily Heart Me is the Heart Plus. It says, join my fan club. They just changed the name. I'm not a big fan of the fan club name because it sounds groupie like. I'm like, I like it when it said team because we're a team. We're working together. I love that connotation. But the fan club allows you to come here and say, you know what? I love Dr. Lisa. I love what she's sharing. I'm going to be a part of the fan. You get to send gifts that are the fan club gifts. You'll see people seeing the level up cake. You'll see all the things. So you have your fans. You want to recognize your fans. You want them to support you. And then Blue Box, I just want to say this. Aunt Kitty, she just came flying in at the top. That's another recognition. You get that recognition when you are a higher level engager. Okay. Dr. Lisa, I just booked a one-on-one. Can't wait to meet you. Oh, thank you, Trisha. Awesome. Awesome. Let me look at my schedule, friend. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. You just made me want to look at my schedule because I did not look at it today. I appreciate it. Oh, Roxanne, first gift. Look at you, friend. I love that. You said I did it. Yes. And you got your level 1 blue box because of that too. How does engagement assist you when you're trying to build your own platform? Very new. Engaging brings you more people to your page, brings you more followers. You need a bio, Nina. You need to have words in your bio, those keywords, because that'll drive people, because people come in lives and they read it. And that'll drive people to your page. But it also, most importantly, tells TikTok who you are, what you're about. And as you're posting content, TikTok is like, oh, okay, I see you. Here's the type of people who want that type of content, and people will send. They'll send people your way. You're always helpful and inspirational. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you. I tell people who don't have bios, you have homework. Dr. Lisa just gave you homework. So make sure you optimize your profile, friend. What level does the blue box go up to? 50. 50, level 50. Thank you so much for that information because I didn't know what those blue boxes were. Yes. That's what you level 17. You around here with your level 17 had no idea, huh? You're like, I don't know what this 17 mean, but I'm just gonna go with it. But yeah, that's what happened. You've been in these streets. If you sense something, go back into the heart and claim your points. Yes, thank you so much. Nika, you're so good to me. I appreciate you, friend. Claim your points because she knows I'm about to leave soon. And I'm going to say it. And then before you know it, it's going to be like, okay, guys, I have to go. And so, yes, I appreciate you. Trisha, okay, awesome. We'll meet Saturday, friend. I see you. Thank you so much. Says the bio have to be long. It can only be 80 characters, so no. No, it has a limit. It's 80 characters. So you don't have to make it super long. No. Start there. I part of my one of my subscriptions, the premium one, is to do a profile review and I give you suggested bios for your based on your topic and your niche, what you're trying to talk about in your live. So I'll give you some suggestions. Usually you want to optimize your bio though. I mean your profile with having a bio. Good morning, IJ. How are you, friend? Hello, Miss Tika. How are you, friend? You were on my FYP. Really? Really? Awesome. Thank you. TikTok made me start over today, guys. I actually was live at 9. Had to restart. How you doing, friends? How you doing, Pat? Had to restart because it was glitching. So I'm actually about to get off. Thank you, friend, because I have a meeting that I have to get to at 11. It's a virtual meeting. I have to get to a meeting. So I won't be able to stay my normal long-winded self. So I won't be able to do all the things. I'm back at 4 o'clock. So today I'm super long. So I have my 9. I did this at 9 or 10 o'clock rather. Um, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I go live twice a day. And then I'm doing a third live just for my subscribers. So subscriber only live. I'll talk about Dee Dee. How are you, friend? She came flying in at the level 26. Oh, Hero, how are you, friend? Um, and say, yes, ma'am. If you sent something, yes, claim your points. Thank you. I had no idea either. You're welcome. Does your bio have to be long? No, it doesn't. Good morning. Hello. I'm just catching up on some last minute comments. FYP, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I was on your FYP too. See you this afternoon. Yes, definitely come back. Glad I found you. Have a great day. You're welcome. Definitely ring the bell in my bio. I go live twice a day, 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern. And is there a recommended amount of time for a live? Yes. I tell you 30 minutes. Scale Live Rewards tell you to get the maximum amount for your from the gifting that happened in your live. You have to go live at least you have to go live at least 25 minutes. Okay? So I'm going to talk about this in my sub only live today because I want people to understand the logic with how you go live, how long you go live, and then how do you make sure you're paying attention. So today, I actually even said it earlier, I went live at 9 o'clock. And then when I looked at the Scale Live rewards and looked at the metrics for that, I actually was under. So when I restarted this live, I performed under. I didn't maximize the full amount for the Scale Lab rewards. So when I started here now, when I restarted, I'm over, which is good. But that one live I just did for an hour, I got less than what I was supposed to get for that one because I performed under. Okay. So I'll explain that. I'll break that down for people. But I'll do that in my 6:30 for subs. I just shared your live with my mom, so she wants to join in. Also, I learned more about. Did you? You learned more about what I'm sharing. Thank you. Make sure to follow Ring Bell to get notified when she's live. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Nika. You're so sweet. Thank you later, everyone. Appreciate you. Bye bye, Dr. Lisa. See you later. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Favorite. I appreciate you. Netaverse, thank you for sharing a lot. I'm about to leave, friend. Gotta go. But I appreciate you all. Come back at 4. I'll be back here at 4. Ring the bell, come back. I'll talk. I answer questions. I do a lot of this, especially for my new people. My 4 o'clock is built for my nervous people. My 10 o'clock is built for my people who are ready to go live and make money. So I try to separate the conversations a little bit. Overlaps happen because I think I get a lot of new people both spaces, but recognizing that this call, I didn't get a chance to really dive in the way I want to, but this call is for my people who are trying to monetize and wanting support with doing it. Okay. So thank you all coming in. Hella cute, hella cute. I gotta leave, friend. I came on early. I came on at 9 because I have an 11 o'clock meeting, so I'm about to skedaddle. But I have to get on a call. So I will be back at 4, friends. I appreciate you. The room is trying to get lively too. I appreciate you. Oh no, I missed it. Ring the bell. I will be back at 4. So please come back at 4. And then if you're a subscriber, I'm doing my sub only live today. So that's also an option if you want to become a subscriber. I'll do a sub only live today. But I appreciate you all, friends. I see you all. Thank you all who are all here. I appreciate you. Take care. Bye bye.